Greetings everyone, welcome back to the movie series for Mike 314 Spring 11. I wanted to do a quick video today on the purpose, formatting, and general pointers of doing the journal submissions that are due for this class at 3 different points of the semester. So, so first to talk about the purpose of these journals. Basically, we're going to have 2 submissions, one being a personal reaction and the other being a news article review. The purpose of the personal reaction is to to synthesize in writing your own personal beliefs or your own personal reaction or beliefs on subjects that have to do with HIV/AIDS. And for the news article review, we basically want you to stay current on the news of HIV/AIDS and do a summary and add some of your own personal thought into it. So there's 2 things due each week. There's going to be 1 personal reaction due with a minimum of 200 words, and there's going to be 1 news article review with a minimum of 200 words. And you can't do 2 personal reactions for a week or do 2 news article reviews for a week. It has to be 1 personal reaction and 1 news article review. And also, I would like to say that this is going to make up 10% of your total grade in this class, and these really are supposed to be the easiest points that you'll get in this class. So if you just get them done and make sure that they're 200 words and that you follow the formatting, you'll get full points. You'll get that full 10% of your grade. So for the personal reaction, again, we want you to basically place in writing your reaction, beliefs, feelings about anything from a conversation to a billboard that you see which has something to do with HIV/AIDS. So an example would be you're sitting in the library and you overhear somebody talking about HIV/AIDS. Maybe you're set aback, or maybe they say something that's very flagrantly wrong and it freaks you out when you hear it. I was so freaked out when I met somebody with HIV/AIDS. I didn't even want them to sneeze on me because I was afraid I was going to get it. Like something you'll eventually learn that's pretty outlandish talk. So that's a good thing to talk about in your personal reactions. So make sure that your entry has something to do with HIV/AIDS. I've had, last semester somebody turned in a news article, or I'm sorry, a personal reaction about a movie that they saw at the theaters, which had something to do about racism and the African American population in America. So the African American population in America, the African American population, they are greatly affected by HIV/AIDS, but to merely just talk about racism is not enough for a personal reaction. You have to incorporate HIV/AIDS somewhere in there. And then, for this journal entry, really you don't have to spend very much time working on them. This is not an English class. We're not gonna hit you on grammar or even spelling, but try and make them somewhat coherent so that we can follow your train of thought, and try and stick away from slang. For your news article review, we want you to go online or open up a newspaper or something and find a story that has to do with HIV/AIDS. Basically you're going to do this entry, 200 words minimum, and we want you to summarize the main parts of the article, but we also want you to add your own personal reflections of the story. So it's not merely just a summary, but it's also different feelings that elicit within you from the story. So say it's some man who's infected with HIV/AIDS, and he likes to go to different sex parties and get as many people infected as possible, and it's something sick and twisted in his mind, and he gets caught by the police. Maybe you could add in there that people like this ruin our society, and you hope that they are going to throw the book at this person and make an example of them, or something like that. Make sure to add your own personal reflection. Also, make sure to add a citation so that we can find the story if we need to, and we'll talk more about this in the formatting. And the news story should be no more than 2 years old. We'll be a little bit lenient on this, but really we don't want you going back to 1992 when AZT came out, or something like that. We want you to stay current on these news stories. So some pointers before we go into formatting: do not copy and paste anything. This will be turned in via SafeAssign, which is an anti-plagiarism software, anti-plagiarism cross-reference software with thousands of different universities, including ours, where they submit different pieces of writing. And if you were to copy paste something from the internet, a website, Wikipedia, anything, it'll SafeAssign will find that, and there's very serious consequences for plagiarism here at ASU. You can read about that on, you can find that by yourself. Another thing is to not wait to write these journal articles at till the last minute, because you might not finish them on time. I know it's only 400 words a week, 200 words per, 200 words for your personal reaction, 200 words for your news article review, but those start to add up. And do not, I would not wait till the last day to do it. Also, do not wait till the last minute to turn them in via SafeAssign. They're due at 5 p.m. on. We'll check that here in a little bit, but it's due at 5 p.m. So don't wait till like 4:40, 4:55 to turn them in, because what if your computer is not formatted correctly and does not agree with Blackboard? If you can't get it turned in on time because your computer's not working, unfortunately we can't give you an exception. You're going to be deduced, you're going to be docked points. And then also, even if Blackboard were to go down 5 minutes before your submission was due and you don't get it in on time, unfortunately we can't make an exception. We're not going to make an exception. You'll be deduced for being late. So do not wait till the last minute to turn them in. And again, these are the easiest points that you're going to get in this class.